What goes through my mind when I do this, I think of every parent, every friend that lost a loved one. I think about this person, how much difference that person would have made in this world throughout his lifetime. We'll never know. I was almost there. I was almost a ghost bike. And I think that I was given a chance for a reason. Maybe it was to do this and to make people aware and bring the situation that we have as a society, so people can become more conscious and aware of other people. So I just hope that this is the last one I make, and every time I think it's the last one I'm going to make, and it's going to stop one day. And there are more people like myself building these ghost bikes all over the world. So we hope that through this message and through this symbol, people become more aware and conscious about how they drive, become more conscious of their distraction.
When you become a new parent, it's just such a profound excitement of having a child. He didn't cause us problems with misbehavior or anything like that. But very sweet kid. We had lunch together at least once a week, and he told me at lunch, he said, "Dad, that he had sold his car and he wanted to save his money so that he could move to New York City. He really wanted to try to develop his music career. And I didn't know that he was so serious and so talented till after I lost him."
My dad talked a lot. He would tell me stories about his grandfather, his father, and bicycling. So I started camping with him about once or twice a year. And we camped pretty much all over Texas for the last 10 or 15 years. We were planning on going on a trip to Davis Mountain Fit Camp in August. It's a 1-week training camp where you can go and ride your bike, you can swim, you can run, you can hike. Didn't get a chance to do it.
He loved his kids. He would have done anything for them. He was always outside with them, riding bikes, playing basketball. He always tried to stay positive. If I was having a bad day, he would come home and try to make me feel better and tell me to stay more positive, and things will always get better. He always had a positive outlook on everything, and he would have done anything for us. He sacrificed every day by riding that bike for us. He was a great guy.
His bike was a big part of his life, and he said he loved to go and kind of take a long bike ride, and it really helped clear his mind, and it really was therapeutic to him, he felt. The accident, as I said, was on a Sunday morning. He'd been at a party, and so he decided to ride his bike home, and he died. Well, I miss a lot that he never got married and had kids and didn't get to realize his dream, didn't get to move on with life.
My dad started off doing triathlons and running and bicycling. My father was 67 at the time of his death. A very healthy 67. He was working, he was riding his bike every day. he had a lot of life left in him. My dad, on our last camping trip, one of his last words to me were, he now knew what made him happy in life, and that was to be outside riding his bicycle.
He seriously got into cycling, I would say about 6 or 7 years ago. He was really wanting to commute on bike. He just felt like he was free. You know, all of his stress from work or, you know, any of his stresses that he had, he felt free out there on the road. It made him feel good. Joseph complained about drivers all the time. At one point when he had garbage thrown at him, he picked up the garbage and met them at the next light, and he knocked on the passenger's side door and he said, "Oh, you dropped this back there." And so they were a bit shocked that he met them at the next light.
And my message is, as cyclists have as much right to the road as we do, and that, you know, getting someplace or driving fast is not, it's just not a big deal. And if you just slow down and be accommodating to cyclists, we'll all be happier.
If I could speak to drivers, I just want them to pay attention to what they're doing. I mean, a car is a deadly weapon, and if you're not paying attention, you can kill somebody.
I would just like drivers to realize that when they see a cyclist, they're someone's father, mother, sister, brother, uncle, aunt. They're a family member, and they have every right to get home in one piece, just like everyone else.
I believe that no one wants to do harm. I believe that if we take the time to understand each other and change our perception of how we judge other people on the road, other road user, we can change how we use the roads. More and more people are going to be riding bicycles and being happier and being understood. The bicycle is a mode of transportation that is older than an automobile. It's coming back, and it's coming back for good. It's going to stay. Every day people are discovering the benefit of riding a bicycle. So I like people to please pay attention, be aware, and be kind to cyclists.